Bitcoin target is going to blow your mind. Wait until you see where Bitcoin is going. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5. I'm doing very well today. Man, you know what? I'm actually fasting. Last 3 days, I've been decided to actually fast and only eat one meal a day. And man, it's made a huge difference for me. At least for me. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but this is for me. Anyways, I know you're here for the Bitcoin information, but you know what? Before I go on to that, let me tell you a little bit about Bitcoin for those who don't know. Bitcoin is going to be the money. Corporations know that. They're allowing people to actually buy, secretly allowing people to buy a large portions of Bitcoin because their clients demand it, and now everyone understands, well, not everyone, but more and more people are understanding that Bitcoin is going to be the best asset for wealth in the future. Now, why is that? Because Bitcoin cannot be taken away from you, right? And you could say, well, they could torture it out of you. Yes, but you still have the choice of not giving it to them, and they'll get nothing. That's the first time in history that you can die with your wealth. This is core principle of Bitcoin that people just seem to not have a clue how it works. They tell me how governments can ban it. Some sort of supercomputer will be able to hack it. No, none of those are true. In fact, I've said that many times in many different videos and shown you how it's not possible. But if you choose to not understand and believe the systems, even believe AI systems, just pointing out this is the best asset for money, not only for individuals, but also AI systems as well. Because a robot can't use dollars. It can use actual Bitcoin. They can communicate with each other with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the fastest and best asset for wealth. And with that said, if we're going to have a world of robots, it means that the cost of labor is going to drop heavily. And you better have an asset that stores your wealth properly. This is what it is, Bitcoin. Don't waste any time. Make sure you're buying Bitcoin on a daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis, or you're going to regret it. Once the system is all in Bitcoin, it's too late. If you wait for that, when it's like you could buy groceries with your Bitcoin, you are too late. Because now groceries are super cheap, your labor is super cheap, and you'll be scrimping and saving, trying to save the money, of course. And yes, it will still be better than the money that we have today, but you're starting from the lower end when you could have started at the higher end, like right now. And then all that savings would have that much more purchasing power. Please do not waste this opportunity that God or whatever you believe in has given you right now by watching this and saying, hey, you know what? I should probably buy some Bitcoin. And with that said, you can get some Satoshis if you think Bitcoin's too expensive. Satoshis is a way to earn some Bitcoin without, well, not earn, but buy Bitcoin. And you can buy 1,076. It's lots of fun to own because now you have big numbers, right? Not small numbers. That's the key thing about this. This is why I made it. And it's not like I own the Bitcoin. No. They're on blockchain. So you could actually transfer them once you get up to 100 million Bitcoin. You could actually transfer them off into your own wallet, the actual Bitcoins onto your own wallet. It's all on the blockchain. There's no interaction with me. If I die, you could still have access to your Bitcoins using just converting your TSATS to Bitcoins without any issues. This is why I designed it. Okay. I already did this video once before, but I'm doing it again because, I messed up on the recording. So anyways, with that said, I did have an entry level already set for you guys, and I've have it down on the screen. As you can see here, the entry level is 91 to 70 is where you would enter for Bitcoin, because we're seeing a lot of reasons why we're going to see this go a lot higher. And then a conservative, sell at the 2-to-1 at 94.5 ish area. Let's see here, 94,451. And so you can get a stop loss at the 89,6 0.63. Now, I know we said that was the safest stop loss last time, and it broke down, but that was because, you know, as we can go down into the higher time, go into the higher time frames, this was complete manipulation, and this was Michael Saylor saying, "Okay, thank you." And with that said, we can see Bitcoin. If we were to go to the higher time frames, you can see Bitcoin. All these red marks, right? I know you guys are seeing a lot of stuff on the screen here. All these red marks are actually parking garages. Parking garages are very important. Now, I haven't put these things as support and resistance, but they turned out to be. What does that mean? It means that I measured in where the big market was going to trade in which sections they're going to trade in. And we can see those sections have traded exactly as we've drawn out here. So as you can see, this level, which is the 101.58 level, the 101.580 is the target for Bitcoin, since Bitcoin is loving the 78.6 retracement. And if we get up there, that I think it's a great place to take profits. Should we continue higher and break above the 107, then we could see this thing really turn into a big bull market coming into the Santa Claus rally or Christmas season. So that would be sweet. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what Bitcoin actually does in the next little while. This is where our bets are, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, if you're interested in trading, make sure you trade at x.davincej15.com. Link is in the description below, where there's some nice exchanges here that you can actually use. One of the exchanges that I just recently added, right, is BuyDeFi. This is a nice exchange to use, right? They can give you $1,000 in trading bonuses, so might as well take it and try it out, the exchange today. Okay, let's go on to Ethereum. Once again, I have an entry point for Ethereum for you guys. This is it right here. It is $3,017. Thinking about Bitcoin and all this time, but anyways, $3,017 is your entry point. 2969 is your actual stop loss. If you guys could read that, and then 3115 is your take profit zone. So you could actually just hold all the way up, because again, there's a parking garage. I wouldn't trust it beyond 31441, but there is a chance that we can come all the way up, because there's a lot of, if we go to the 4 hour, I believe, what was it, daily actually? There is the 200 period moving average right at the 31.2, and then the parking garage is at that area as well. So there's a lot of convoluting numbers up there, and then also lots of resistance as well. So there you go. There you have it. Right, an easy target for Ethereum at the $3,553. Okay, once again, make sure you check out all the cool exchanges. Right, there's this button there. You can see all the different exchanges, but we just list the top three default, and you can choose the country that you're in and see if it is available in your country. So if it's not available, it will not show up in the top three, of course. And so yeah. This is an asset for you. You could see as I add more exchanges, what's the best exchange for you. And I have a rating system based on which exchange I think is the best. Okay. Also, Solana, finding some Solana entries, right? Look at that. My Solana entry is almost there. We're looking to enter at the 140 and 38 cents, stop lossing it at the let's see here. What is that? The 137 89 cent level, and then taking profits at the 147 and $91 level. Now, where can we actually see this thing pump to? I would suggest we go only to the 154, but there is a target all the way up at the 175 is a possible targeted area for Solana, but I would back it off a little bit on that one. But there's a clear case for that. And if we go to a higher time frame, you can see, yeah, it was once support that was broken. And so wouldn't be surprised if we test it for resistance and fail on that level, coming back up with Solana. Alrighty. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this new recording, and because I actually found a way to actually look in the camera whilst I actually did the show. And when I was testing it, it actually failed the first time I was recording, but now I had to re-record it. I was supposed to do this live, but I decided not to because I have other things that I have to do. So I did it a little bit earlier than normal. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.